What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Jason from JTV Life here. I'm going to show you how to put together this real simple, fresh pizza sauce that I like to use in my New York style pizza. First, we start off with 2 pounds of tomatoes. Really, there's a bunch of different kinds of tomatoes. You could use whatever you want. I have Roma tomatoes here. They're normally the cheapest and most widely available, so that's why I choose to use these today. And we're just going to cut an X on the bottom of them, kind of the opposite side of where the vine goes on. And this is going to aid in the skin removal, which we're going to do by boiling them in a pot of water. Once you get all your X's, toss them in that boiling pot of water. It doesn't have to be insane boiling. We're kind of just looking to steam these skins off. And after about 45 seconds, the skins will be coming off really easy like this. Now we want to go ahead and prepare an ice bath, and this is going to kind of cool off the tomatoes so we don't burn ourselves and also finish releasing that skin. Put your tomatoes directly from the pot of water right into the ice bath and let them chill out, and then we can go ahead and peel them one by one and place them back into the pot that we took the water out of. Now our next step is we're going to go ahead and simmer these things with the lid on for 20 minutes. Before we start the simmering action, we're going to add 2 tablespoons of olive oil. For the next 20 minutes, we're going to let it simmer with that lid on, and we're going to check it every 5. After the first 5 minutes goes by, we're going to go ahead and use kind of like a little spatula or something. We can chop these into rings or slices or something that looks kind of more like what you see in a can of stewed tomatoes you buy at the store. This is just going to aid in the tomatoes cooking a little faster. And at this point, we're going to go ahead and add our seasonings too, which is a very basic lineup of some fresh basil, dry oregano, salt, and pepper. And we're going to be doing a 1/4 teaspoon pepper, 1/2 teaspoon salt, 1/2 teaspoon oregano. And we're going to go ahead and chop up those tomatoes, stir it, and come back in another 5. Now at the 10-minute and the 5-minute mark, open up the lid, chop it up, stir it kind of how you have been doing. And then after the 20 minutes is done, we can remove the lid. And this step is kind of optional, but I like to do it just to make the sauce a little bit smoother and easier to spread as I hit it with an immersion blender. I don't really take it down to a super smooth puree, but I do kind of break up some of the bigger pieces just so it will be a little bit more evenly spread on the pizza and kind of get a better bite out of the pizza without huge chunks of tomatoes sliding off. Now we're going to add our last seasoning, the basil, and we're going to continue to simmer with the lid off for another 15 to 20 minutes or until you get the total volume reduced by almost about half. This is going to kind of thicken up the sauce and also really enrich that tomato flavor. Your sauce will start to look something like this once the consistency gets right. And we have just one last little trick up our sleeves to add to give it that real good kind of flavor. And that's just a sprinkle of sugar, and you can totally biff this and overdo it. I'm gonna start off with just a 1/2 teaspoon and see where that gets it. But you really don't want it to taste sweet. You just want it to take the edge off the acidity of those tomatoes. Now we're gonna go ahead and slide it off the burner, let it chill in the pot for like a good 10-15 minutes, and then we'll transfer it to a plastic container and get it in the fridge and let it sit overnight. That way those flavors can really run through each other. This overall recipe yielded a little over 1 pound, almost 500 grams, and 1/2 quart or 2 cups of pizza sauce. So about enough for 2 pizzas, and not too bad because these tomatoes only cost me about $3.50, and I already had that other stuff on hand. So even cheaper than you can get one of those fancy cans of tomatoes. You could be whipping up some fresh pizza sauce for your pizzas. You're already making the dough, right? You're already subscribed, following, watching all of the recipes. So I know you guys will appreciate this sauce. Let me know in the comments below if there's anything you guys want me to cover or make or see done on this channel. I'm all ears, and really I make these videos for you guys. So please let me know what you want to see in the comments. Thanks a lot, and until next time, peace.